Hello everybody, how is it going? I hope you're all great. السلام عليكم أعزائي التلاميذ والمشاركين، كنتمنى تكونوا مزيان ومرحبا بكم في قناة English with Mimoun. In today's video, we are going to study another lesson of grammar. We are studying the simple future and future perfect. في هذا الفيديو نقراو simple future و future perfect. Okay? Please, in order to master all tenses, please باش تضبطوا لي طون كاملين مزيان خصكم تضبطوا جوج حوايج. غتضبطوا time indicators هما الكلمات اللي كيدلوا على داك لو طون and structure of the verb وكيفاش كنصرف verb in the tense. Okay? Alright, let's get started with the simple future. Let's study these examples in order to understand the structure of simple future and time indicators. A. Robot will replace humans in the future. Here is the structure of the verb. قاعدة فاش نصرف verb. In the future هو time indicator. B. We will launch a campaign next week. The structure of the verb will launch. The time expression is next week. C. The council will build new schools soon. Will build is the form of the verb. Soon is a time expression. Alright, let's start with the form or the rule. كيف نصرف verb in the simple future. Okay, here we have robot, we, they is the subject. Was subject of the sentence. The verb is conjugated with the auxiliary verb will. Will plus infinitive without to. Will plus infinitive. Will plus infinitive or base form of the verb. هذه هي الطريقة باش كنصرف verb in the simple future. شنو كندير will وكنزيد infinitive. Infinitive without to or base form of the verb. Infinitive بلا to. Okay, this is it. Will infinitive. This is what we have here. Will infinitive. Will launch. Will build. صافي ملي نبغي نصرف verb simple future will plus infinitive. Alright, let's see why we conjugated the verb in the future. علاش صرفنا هاد الverbs in the future. Yes, because of time indicators. كاين الكلمات اللي كيدلوا على simple future which are in the future, next week, soon. هادو هما الكلمات اللي خلاوني نصرف verb in the future. Alright, here we have time expressions الكلمات اللي كيدلوا على simple future. So when we find tomorrow ملي نلقى في السنتنس ولا في الجملة اللي عطاولي tomorrow, next, for example, next week, next month, next year, next Monday, soon, in with date in the future, شي تاريخ مستقبل, tonight, later, in the future. ملي يكون عندي هاد time indicators كنصرف verb in the simple future. كنحط الverb في will plus infinitive. Alright, let's do some practice. D. The city receive a lot of tourists next year. أول حاجة بعدا نحدد time indicator اللي كيدل على هاد الطون اللي خصني نصرف فيه verb. Alright, we have next year. So عندي next في هاد time indicators يعني راح نصرف verb in the simple future. Simply the city نطبق القاعدة will infinitive will receive نخليه كما هو receive. The city will receive a lot of tourists next year. E. My brother graduates from a law school in 2030. خويا غادي يتخرج من واحد المدرسة ديال القانون في 2030. Like I said, we have to determine the time indicator. We have in 2030. هاي عندي هنا في time expressions يعني غنصرف verb in the simple future. Okay, automatically will plus infinitive. My brother will graduate from a law school in 2030. F. I join my new job tomorrow morning. Here the time indicator used is tomorrow. غدا. يعني خصني نصرف verb in simple future. So I will join my new job tomorrow morning. غنلتحق بالخدمة ديالي الجديدة غدا صباحا. Okay? So to conjugate the verb will plus infinitive. Will infinitive. Will infinitive. Okay? I hope you all understood the simple future. Now we are moving to study the future perfect. Simple future first is used to talk about future actions. Simple future كنستعملو باش نهضروا على شي حدث غيكون في المستقبل. But future perfect اللي هو مستقبل تام كنستعملوه فاش نهضروا على شي اكسيون غادي تسالى في شي وقت محدد في المستقبل. Okay? An action that will have ended in a specific time in the future. Alright, first let's study these examples in order to understand the structure of the verb and time indicators of the future perfect. Alright, A. We will have studied all programs by next month. The structure of the verb will, have, and past participle of the verb. B. COVID-19 will have disappeared by the end of this year. COVID-19 غيختفي من هنا للآخر ديال العام. The structure of the verb is will, have, and past participle. C. They will have taken all the exams by July. The verb conjugated is verb take. Will, have, taken. Alright, the structure of the verb is will, have, past participle. Will, have, past participle. Will, have, and past participle of the verb. هذه هي القاعدة ديال future perfect. Alright, let's write it down. The form هي قاعدة. Subject here we, COVID-19 they. Modal verb used is will. Subjects plus will. After will شنو جاي مورا will? Yes, always have. ديما هاد have كنديرها. Will have. ديما خص تكون will and have. And the verb study, disappear, taken is past participle. مصرف past participle. Okay? Alright, let me explain what past participle is. Past participle هو verb plus ed كما عندنا في studied and disappeared. ولكن ماشي ديما ed. هنا راه ما كاينش ed. كندير له ed إلا ما كانش في الليست ديال irregular verbs. اوكي الا ما كانش ed كنشوف الخانه الثالثه في irregular verbs الفيرب الثالث بحال هاد الفيرب take الخانه الاولى غنلقاه take الخانه الثانيه اللي هي simple past took ولان معني بالخانه الثالثه taken. اوكي be الخانه الثالثه been write written have had buy bought say said. اوكي past participle هو الخانه الثالثه ولا ed. Alright, now let's move to time indicators used with future perfect. نشوفوا الكلمات اللي كيتستعملوا مع future perfect باش نفرق بينه وبين simple future ولي طون الاخرين. Alright, here by next month هذا هو time expression اللي تستعمل. COVID-19 will have disappeared by the end of this year. They will have taken all the exams by July. So what do you notice? Yes, we have by dominated. هي اللي مسيطرة على السنتنس هي by. ملي كتكون عندي هاد by وعندي شي expression كيدل على future يعني راه future perfect. Alright, here we have some time indicators used with future perfect. Tomorrow إلا لقيتها بوحدها راه simple future ولكن ملي تكون مع by راه future perfect. By the end, by this time, next week, next year, etc. By next year, next month, by 2030 هنا راه by ماشي in. Before 2030, by July, by the beginning, in 2 weeks times, in 2 months times, in 2 years times, etc. هذا هما time indicators اللي كنستعمل مع future perfect. Okay, القاعدة will, have and past participle. Alright, let's do some practice to make you understand more effectively. D. I learn 2 languages by this time next year. Time expression here by this time next year. شنو قلنا by future perfect. القاعدة will have past participle. يعني I will have. الverb اللي تعطي لك نحطه في past participle. learned ولا learned حتى كاين في past participle كيولي learned with T. E. By 2040 robots replace all humans at work. من هنا ل 2040 الروبو غادي يعوض الإنسان في الخدمة. So the time indicator is by 2040 بحال هاد 2030. Okay, جوجهم كيدلو على future perfect. So the rule will have ديما will have كتكون وكنحط في past participle. هذا replace ما كاينش في الليست ديال irregular verbs يعني غياخد ed. will have replaced all humans at work. F. I finish my project within 3 weeks. The time indicator used is within 3 weeks. من هنا واحد 3 أسابيع غنسالي البروجي ديالي. اوكي يعني انك شن will have finished in a specific time in the future. So I will have ديما will have خصها تكون finish ما كانش في الليست ديال irregular verbs غياخد ed. will have finished. I will have finished my projects within 3 weeks. So for simple future كندير will plus infinitive. ملي تكون عندي tomorrow, next, soon, tonight, later, etc. Future perfect كندير will have past participle of the verb. إلا كانوا عندي time indicators like by, tomorrow, by next week, by next year, by 2024 and so forth. Okay? Alright, let's do this exercise to help you make distinction between simple future and future perfect. Put the verbs in brackets in the correct tense. قال لي حط الفيرب اللي بين قوسين في لو طون الصحيح. هنا خلاص راه عندي غير simply future and future perfect. ولكن in the national exams في الامتحانات الوطنية راه كيعطيكم لي طون مختلفين. كيكون simple present, simple past, past perfect, present perfect and so on. هنا عندنا غير simple future and future perfect. Alright, A. They create more job opportunities next year. عندي next year بوحدها ما كايناش by يعني غندير simple future. They will create more job opportunities next year. B. We use up all natural resources by 2040. عندي by 2040 عندي by يعني خصني ندير future perfect. We will have used عندي verb use regular verb ما كاينش في الليست غندير له ed. We will have used up all natural resources by 2040. C. By this time next week I do my work. شنو هو time indicator الكلمة كتدل على الطون. Yes, by this time next week. حتى هنا راه future perfect عندي by يعني by this time next week I will have done. do ماشي regular verb, it's an irregular verb كاين في الليست كيولي done. D. The company employ other workers tomorrow. عندي tomorrow بوحدة ما كايناش باي معاها يعني غندير simple future. The company will employ other workers tomorrow. E. By the time she comes back, she visits all cities. And D by the time, please, here we have simple present. ملي كتكون عندي by the time مع simple present يعني غندير future perfect. حتى هنا راه كاينة by حيت ممكن نلقاها حتى في simple past and past perfect ولكن ملي يكون by the time مع present هنا خصني future perfect. By the time she comes back, she will future perfect have visited all cities. F. The singer publish a new music album tomorrow soon. The time indicator yeah soon يعني simple future. The singer will publish a new music album soon. G. I see the whole series in 3 weeks. غنتفرج هاد المسلسل كامل في 3 سيمانات. يعني an action that will have ended in the future يعني future perfect. حيت عندي in 3 weeks بحال in 3 weeks times. Okay? So future perfect I ممكن نكتب will بطريقة أخرى هي I'll have كيولي seen ما كياخدش ed. Okay? I'll have seen the whole series in 3 weeks. Okay, will short form is apostrophe and double L. Okay, that's all for today. Hope you all understood the simple future and future perfect. Thanks very much for watching this video and please don't forget to subscribe on my channel. ما تنسوش تشتركوا في القناة باش توصلوا بأي جديد. Thank you, bye and take care.